Okay, good morning everyone. It's, what is it? It's 19th of May, 2025. And this is without a doubt the leanest ATV season I've ever had since I started riding ATVs. This is only my second trip out. Mainly due to the weather. But there's a couple other things too, just, you know, other stuff I had to get done so I couldn't get out. But yeah, really neat scenes. But anyway, we're out here now. And it was snowing this morning, 19th of May, and it was snowing this morning down in Palmer Rapids. Like, not for long, we didn't get any accumulation, but I looked out the window about 6 o'clock and there was like a pretty heavy squalls coming down. It took about 10 minutes for that to clear up. So anyway, I'm out here in the lake area again. I was going to go down by the Madawaska. That was what my original plan was, but then I didn't have any gas for my Grizzly, and there's no gas between my place and the Madawaska River because we had a power outage the other night and I had to put my gas in my generator. So I'm back up here at the Inland Lake area, Opiongo River. I've already gone about 5 kilometers. Red Pine Lake is just over here, but we're going to keep going this way over to the railbed trail and then down that. And my first stop of the day, it's going to take me about an hour to get there, is to the Evil Dead cabin, formerly known as Leatherface's camp, but I renamed it to the Evil Dead cabin last summer because I thought it was more appropriate. I don't know why, I just like it better. Anyway, it's all good, and we'll just make it up from there. I rarely stick to my plans anyway. Okay, so here we go. This is called the 157 Trail. And it's got about we'll go about 3 kilometers, and it links up with the railbed trail. Oh, by the way, I forget if I mentioned it, but it's cold. It's like 2 degrees out. Yeah, really cold for this time of year. It's really, everything's going to be really wet because it poured hard yesterday. right down there. That's where I fell through the ice a couple of years ago when my wife and I were out here snowshoeing. And I went down to, you probably can't see it through the woods there, but it's just kind of a swampy area. And I stepped out there and I fell down right into my waist. I was in a hole like that. I had to wedge myself back out. Okay, we just came back out onto the rail bed now. We're heading west. And we're going to go down to the trail junction that goes over to the Evil Dead cabin. That trail there, that goes up to the lookout on Fish Lake Mountain. This is the west entrance, and there's another entrance down here. Come on, moose. I want to see a moose. I mean, this is just perfect moose country, and I rarely see them here. I do see them, but rarely do I see them on camera. Here for a second, see if I can see something. Nope. I mean, this is perfect moose country. Look in there, you see a big. I mean, they're easy to spot too because they're big and they're black or really dark brown. Okay, so we're off the rail bed now, and we're kind of heading northeast towards the Evil Dead cabin. So if I took that trail there, that'd take me over right by Minnow Lake, and this way here goes to the Evil Dead house. I thought that was a lot softer bottom. You know, another good place for moose. You know, I probably go right by moose all the time and you just don't see them. I mean, there could be moose right there. And unless you're looking right at it, you're not going to see it. I absolutely hate this part of this trail because it's just really rocky for about the next half a kilometer or so. Rocky and rough. Yeah, so we're just still on the way to the Evil Dead cabin. I just stopped here for a quick break here, and this is a nice little spot. It's not by a lake or anything, but still nice here. Just want to give you a little burst on the Grizzly. So I just rolled over about 3,500 kilometers on it, so that's what 2,300 miles or so, and no issues at all with it. It's been great. I mean, if you watch my videos, I mean, you know, I don't beat the shit out of my machine like some people do, but yeah, I've had no issues at all. It's started up every single time perfectly. There's been nothing go wrong with it. It doesn't burn oil or anything, and no hiccups at all. Yeah, it's been great. I plowed a bunch this winter with it, probably more than in a single winter than I have in the 3 previous winters combined, because we just had so much snow like that from February, March, and even into April. I think I was plowing in April actually, because we got I think we had a real bad snow. Yeah, we did. We had a bad snowstorm in April, early April. Anyway, yeah, no issues at all. And my ATV Tech bag here, I think I had that since the last year of my 2016. Was that a 2016? Yeah, my 2016 Grizzly, the one that I sunk in the Opiongo River. I think I had that for a year or two on that, so I've had that now for 5 or 6 years, and I mean, it's great. I mean, there's a couple little wear spots on the bottom. It's starting to wear a little bit on the bottom from rubbing on the bars, but it's not worn through or anything like that. It's not even close, and you know, all the straps are just like they were when they were new. So that's a really good brand, and I like the soft luggage rather than the hard luggage. For one thing, it's a hell of a lot less expensive, and you just pack things in better into it. And if you do, you know, snag a tree or something, it doesn't break, right? And it holds a lot of gear. And I think I paid, God, I think when I bought that, I think I paid about 130 bucks for it. I think now they're about 230. But if you go out and buy a hard Kimpex box or something, they're like 400 bucks. That's ridiculous. But yeah, anyway, we're going to keep going here in a minute. I'm just going to take a break, and then we'll eventually get down to the Evil Dead's place, unless something happens that I get turned around. Okay, we're in the final stages of getting down to the Evil Dead cabin, so I probably got about 3/4 of a kilometer to go. really fresh tracks. It's like somebody was here yesterday or something. Might be somebody down here. And considering how much rain we had yesterday, these tracks are like really fresh. The one's coming down here ahead of me. Well, we'll see. I can see the lake now through the trees. It's Brule Lake, by the way, B-R-U-L-E, Brule. See the cabin. Here we are. First thing I got to do is check the door. And good, the door's closed. I'm not even going to open it. Hello, anybody there? Hello? Good. Brule Lake. It's got to be all crown land. There's not a cottage there. So it's got to be all crown land. I'll look on my map when I get home, but I'm sure it's all crown land. A nice spot. It's so remote here too. I just love these places like this. Man, it's cold. It's a cold wind. It's windy and it's dark and it's gloomy. People still come down here though. I mean, those tracks coming in here, those are fresh. I mean, they had to have been done yesterday. I mean, it poured a lot yesterday. I don't even know when they were here because they would have been riding in the rain, because it was pissing down rain yesterday. So I don't know, either that or they were here really early this morning, but I can't see that. Okay, we'll take a little break here, and then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back out. I'll take an alternate route back. It'll take me over by Haskins Lake, through Jack's, and then I'll get back on the rail bed, and then I might head down over by Spectacle Lake and head down to Loon Lake. Okay, I'm heading back towards Haskins Lake now. So this is, if you remember, if you saw my video last year, it was about mid-August I was out here. This is where a mother bear and her cub ran right across the road in front of me. I was coming in the other direction, so I was coming this way, and I come around that bend up there, and they were right about here where I am right now, and I stopped right in that bend, and they kept running, and the cub went left, which is, you know, the opposite of the one I'm facing right now. So the cub went left and the mother went to the right, and there's no way I'm going to keep driving right in between them. So I sat at that corner up there for about 10 or 15 minutes, and I yelled and screamed for a little bit, just to make sure, give them lots of time to get away and get back together. But yeah, that kind of flipped me out. So we're heading back towards Haskins Lake now, and we'll stop there. They finished up a couple of years ago, but there's a big, huge logging operation going through here about 2 or 3 years ago. But I guess they finished what they were doing, and they're not here anymore. So that's why it's kind of cleared out. I mean, this was just dense trail woods, just like all those real other dense trails that I go through. That's exactly what this was like 3 or 4 years ago, and then they started logging here. Pretty gnarly. Okay, so we're coming into Haskins Lake, but we're doing it in the opposite direction that I normally come in. So this would be, I guess, the west side. I have to look at the map. I think it's the west side. But yeah, we're going to go right along here. So this is all Haskins Lake on the left side of me. Here we go. It's nice coming in from this direction. You get more of a view of the lake. So you can't even see the camp that I always stop in because it's up around the bend. It goes inland here for a little bit, and then you come back out by the lake again. And once again, you can't see it through there, but really, really just perfect moose country down there. Looking through the trees, seeing if I can see something in the distance, but this is the other campsite. I stopped there a couple times, and the campsite I'm going to is just over there. But I'm not going to stop there today. I'm just going to keep going. Yeah, so right there, that's the normal stop that I do when I go to Haskins, but I'm going to keep going today. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back over to the rail bed, and then I'll go all the way over by the mill, and I'll make a decision from there. I'll probably go down into Loon Lake. Okay, I'm way over by Spectacle Lake now, and I'm heading down into the little rest area down here. That's Spectacle Lake on the right. Little spot that I always stop at whenever I'm here. Ah, it's beautiful here. Yeah, I've gone about 25 kilometers since I filmed, about over an hour. Went all the way back out to the rail bed and then took the long route on that all the way past the mill and the trapper's cabin, and then took the trail over to Spectacle Lake, and now I'm here. So I'm going to stop here for a few minutes, and then we're going to keep heading south down towards... I was going to go to Loon Lake, but I think I'll just go down to just north of Bark Lake and go into that place called the Wolf Pond. I can't go right down into Bark Lake because it's on the boundary of a provincial park, and you can't go down there with a motorized vehicle. So I can get close, but I'll go into where that spot I call the Wolf Pond is. But I'm going to take a quick little break here first. It's a long, rugged ride. Grizzly's working good though. Man, the water's really flowing here. So yeah, this Spectacle Lake is through that gap up there. This is just a little pond at the south end of it. Okay, so we're heading south down towards Bark Lake, but I'm going to turn into the Wolf Pond before I get to Bark Lake. This is a really nice trail. It's not, you know, it's not that really rocky, rough stuff like a lot of the other ones are. It's nice and deep in the woods. Kind of sheltered out of that wind, man. That wind it's warmed up a little bit, but it's still really cold for this time of year. It's probably still, you know, only 5 or 6 degrees out. Supposed to be a high of 10 today, but that's way below seasonal. shows up when I'm home cleaning the Grizz. I hate cleaning something, like washing something outside when it's freezing out. Well, the sun's out anyway. That says Eagles, but I think this is where I turn. Yeah, it is, yeah. I don't know why that says Eagles. Another beautiful spot. Yeah, so this is called Wolf Pond here. I've been here a few times. So Loon Lake that I go to also, that's just over there about a kilometer and a half. And last fall, after my last ride here, I think my last ride here was like early October or something, early to mid-October, and then my wife and I and some friends, we hiked out here from Spectacle Lake Lodge. It's about a 5k down, and then 5k back. But what we did is a trail just over here, and we wanted to get to Loon Lake and then walk out from Loon Lake, and we did it, but we lost the trail over there, and for a long time we were staggering around in the woods, and there was like, I had my GPS with me, but there's all kinds of trail junctions that aren't marked on the map. But anyway, we ended up, we made it over to Loon Lake. We had to do a bunch of bushwhacking and stuff, but we made it there. And then we hiked out from the Loon Lake spot. We ended up doing about 15 kilometers that day, so it was a good hike. So that's going to be a wrap for this ride. I'm going to take a quick break here, and then I'm going to head back. It takes me a good 45-50 minutes to get back to the truck, and then pack up and then back out, close to an hour drive home. So yeah, it'll be 2.5 hours before I get home yet. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm not sure when the next one will be. It warms up. The bugs were out really bad last week. Last week it was warm, and the bugs were just bad. But with this freezing weather, I mean, there's no bugs at all today. It's perfect, and especially now that the sun's out. It's really nice for ATVing. But anyway, so I'm not sure where the next one will be, but it'll be over the summer sometime. Have a good weekend, everyone, and we'll see you on the next ride.